Okay, so this is news to you. You're going to want to go to n2y.com, and uh, that's the website. You can bookmark it up in your bookmark, your browser bar. If you're using Chrome, it's the three dots up here, and you hit bookmarks, and then bookmark this tab, and then you can bookmark it in your bar or somewhere else. But I already have it bookmarked, so I'm not going to bookmark it here. But once you're at this page, you're going to want to click on the three little pancakes in the upper right hand corner. And then you will click sign in, and you are signing in as teacher admin. So you want to click on the teacher admin person. So there is where we're going to sign in, and I'm going to pull the annotate up. You can see the username there, and the password is McKinley 2 exclamation point. It might be, if that doesn't work, it might be a capital M. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and sign in. Once you've got that typed in, we'll sign in. Okay. And this is what you come to. This is the main page. This is for news to you up here. This is the breaking news. This is where we saw the funny animal pictures and the baby gorilla, things like that. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the different icons. We have access to unique learning systems, which is the snowflake. We have access to news to you, which is the current issues and the breaking news. This is where I got the Krispy Kreme story and some of the other ones. Symbol sticks, which you're welcome to go in and take a look at. That's like Boardmaker, kind of, but not. It's the same like Boardmaker, but doesn't do everything Boardmaker does, but it does do symbols. And then the professional development. I don't believe we have L3 skills or positivity this year. We had them in the spring, but we do. I know for sure we have these four. Okay, so once you're here, you can click on the snowflake, okay, to get where we were today to do some of the lessons with the kids. You can click on the snowflake. You both can be logged in at the same time as me. As a matter of fact, all three of us could be in different breakout groups. So don't worry about that. We can click on the snowflake, or we can go to the pancake. We'll start with the snowflake. That's the easiest. And it's going to take you here to the teacher dashboard. And this is where I have all the different lessons set up for the month and everything. And you can view the lessons from right here, like the different math lessons for today, or spelling. I had lesson 9A assigned, activity 1, activity 2, activity 3, activity 4, letters and sounds, reading the words on the high frequency list, nonfiction article 2. So you can get to them from here. It's a little more challenging from here. I think it might be a little more challenging from here. I'm not sure. But either way, you can get them from here, or you can go to the pancakes in the upper left-hand corner. And you're going to come down to monthly lessons and click on that. Okay, and here we are in our monthly lessons. When it is highlighted in orange, like you see here, where it says September, and IDOC, that's what we were in today when we were doing our lessons today. That is what you have chosen. So other choices that you can choose are in blue. So like October lessons or a PDF file. But for our purposes this week, we want September. And when we're in small groups, we're going to want the IDOC. Okay. So if we scroll down, here's all the lessons for September. The lessons will always be the same. So lesson 11 will always be vocabulary. Lesson 12 will always be scrambled sentences. Lesson 13 will always be a literary experience. Always. Lessons 8, 9A, and 9B will always be your spelling and word studies. Always. So they're the same every month. It's just the content that changes. So lesson 1 is the leveled book. Lesson 2 is the comprehension that goes with the leveled book. Lesson 3 is the easy reader, and lesson 4 is the comprehension that goes with the lesson 3, the safety patrol Sioux. Okay. The nonfiction articles have comprehension that go with them, but they're included in this lesson. Okay, so it's just really our really high kids that are going to get to lessons 5 and lesson 6. So when we click on, we'll do lesson 6, our nonfiction article 2, our basic rules. So it's going to load the page. And remember, we had September in orange and IDOC in orange. And this is our lesson plan and tells us everything that we're going to need to know. If our students are in level 1, this is what we're going to do. If our students are in level 2, here's what we're going to do. Level 3, here's what we're going to do. Here's our topic words, literary words. It really spells it out for you. So as we're looking at this, we can go look at the left here, and this little compassy looking button will move it up or down. It will also make it larger if you need it. This can also be moved on the screen, which can be challenging sometimes. In that case, you want to hit the globe, and we can scroll down here and we can lock the pan. And that way, we can't move what's there. Okay? All right, the go button gives you the lesson plans. Okay? Lesson at a glance, exactly what to do for the read aloud and the answer questions, standards, connections, and then here are the articles A in our different levels. Okay, and then a communication board. So like maybe Nolan might be good with this, and Owen and Miles. this could be really helpful for. So if we go to article, the regular level, article 2, I just clicked on this one. And I got there through the go button. It will read it with this button down here, the little speaker button, little speech bubble.
Our basic rules. We have basic rules to follow. These are rules about how we should act. Treat others how we want to be treated.
Okay. This little guy, this function, the pen function, is new this year, and I have to say I'm really loving it. So it's just like a highlighter pen, like our annotator. Oh, look at, here's one of our um, vocabulary words. Oh, look, here's another one, rules and follow. Oh, we found some vocabulary words. Hey, look at that. Things like that. And then it does have the eraser button too. Okay. The arrows move you between pages. So this one is going to go, the one pointing to the right is going to go further down the story. And the one pointing to the left will go back. So we're just going to skim through it. And, oh, and then we know we're at the end because we've come to the communication board. And this is at the end of every story, but it's helpful.
No. Yes.
The kids, like our not so verbal kiddos, can really help us answer the questions by touching this. And if we can give them remote control power, they can, tell us a little bit about what they remember. And I think they're all speakable.
Use. Give. Important. Kind. Thing. Word. Rule. People.
So Symbol Sticks is the program that makes up all these little pictures. So that's what I mean. It's like Board Maker. It doesn't do dynamic boards though. Okay. So then when you're finished and you want to go to the comprehension, in this particular lesson, the comprehension is in here, and you go to the go button and it brings up this menu here, and you can select one of the comprehension activities. This is level 1. And if you click on the words, it'll read it.
1. We have basic rules too.
Okay, and then to bring up the drop box for the choices here, you just click in the box, and we have basic rules, and they pick which one. Okay, to get out of that, I think we
have basic rules too.
Click somewhere else, kind of click around. And this is errorless, supposed to be errorless. So you can see that it starts to turn red and
rules
gives us a bongo ants, that it's wrong. Okay, and then we just swipe it away. So we have rules. That's wrong. Oh, let's try again. We're going to click up here. Now, if I just click on the picture, one click with my mouse,
follow,
it drops the picture right in there. Okay, so that's kind of nice. So we go to the next one. And, oh, I thought they took those out. It's a little more challenging, okay?
Rules.
Click.
Ask.
Oh, wrong answer. Take turns. Click click the arrow to move forward, click in the box to get the choices up. We should use kind words.
Kind.
Nice. We should ask to use people's things. And we can turn those dingers off if it starts to be annoying for some of the kids, or they're like horsing around with it or whatever. We can turn those off. And this is our standards connection. We can go through these if we have time. We can certainly go through these. And basically just have the kids answer the questions, what they've learned about. And to get to that little text box, I just clicked on the little pencil there. What do you want to learn about? Pose a question. Where can they learn about this? This is what I learned. And how will you share what you've learned? So that's, these are kind of neat. I've used this format in a lot of that come with the lesson 1 and lesson 2 to answer questions for sharing and some of their ideas or things that they brought in for sharing. So that was kind of cool. And then when these buttons over here to the right are light blue, that means you can't use them. They're inoperable. So you know you're at the very end of the list because that one's light blue and you can't go any further. Okay. All right. And then to get out of here, you're going to click on the globe and you're going to click home. Okay. And that brings us back to our monthly lessons. Okay. Now, if you scroll down on this page, it's kind of cool because they have internet and video resources. And these are things that have already been vetted. So feel free to use them. So we've already, the one here is the story, what if everybody did that? And then another one, the video one, I believe is the about putting your seatbelt on. So, and from here, when you're in a PDF in this program, just remember, don't close the whole page. You want to use your back arrow and go back. Okay. All right. So I'm going to work on, I want you guys to work on just kind of looking through these, and we'll use them maybe Thursday a little bit. We can go through scrambled sentences, which is a good one for the kids. And we can, since we've read this book, we could do this one. And then I am trying to put together a thing for October because might work a little bit better. But anyway, go through and play around on this one. You can look at the different leveled books down here, supply list, supplemental reading list, which is kind of cool. Has reading A to Z and the News to You library, things like that. You are certainly welcome to when you hit this pancake, you can go and look at the other things that are around in here. You can go to News to You. Oops, you want to go to this one, the little flying newspaper. Check out the articles and the different things of Joey's Locker and a really great weather report that I'd like to incorporate pretty soon. And then, of course, symbol sticks. So feel free to go and look through that stuff. Just remember that when you're done, go up to the right-hand corner and log out. Because if you don't log out, then the changes that I make might not actually take. So, and I'll be making changes for the students over the weekend. So we just all have to make sure that we actually log out.